The Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
So weird to see how prejudices, the way people are labeled in the media, in society. And it's not just Muslim people, you see it with black people as well. People saying these things like, I remember when the riots were happening in Baltimore, people quickly jumped, these thugs, these are a bunch of thugs running around, these thugs. I'm starting to think black people like crime. That's what I'm starting to think. Is that the only way they can deal with it? Black people like crime. No. Black people don't like crime. Because you know who's not a criminal? Most black people. Yeah, most black people are not criminals. Black people hate crime just like everybody else. It's not like black people are cheering crime on. It's not like they're watching a black guy do some shit like, yeah, Darnell, you steal that shit, man. You steal that shit. Yeah, no. When black people see a black person doing a crime, they also looking at the person like, that nigga crazy. You gotta fight the act, not the face, not a face that you put to, it's not the same thing. And everybody has it, If you're a Middle Eastern and you do something, if you're a black person gets shot in a bad neighborhood, the first story they always lead with the same thing. And today in Compton, a man was shot in what is suspected to be gang-related violence. It's always gang-related violence. They never say it's anything else. Never just two guys, gang-related, probably gang-related. Why do you say that? Well, because, in this area, there's hip-hop. Why is it gang-related? It's always it doesn't matter who it is. It could be two kids. Someone got shot. A 3-year-old was shot today by a 4-year-old in what is suspected to be gang-related violence. But they're kids. Yeah, they recruit very young. Wasn't a mistake? No, it's not a mistake. It's never a mistake. But if it's in a rich neighborhood, the story changes. Because you'll never hear them reporting the same thing about the Hamptons. And today in the Hamptons, a man was shot in what is suspected to be gang-related violence. The Burberry gang has been known to operate around these parts. And recently, they never say those things. In fact, you're more likely to see the police commissioner going, we've just conducted an investigation. We found out that a firearm was discharged earlier today, and a bullet left the weapon, penetrating a victim, and we're going to investigate whether it was misfired or I'm sorry. Did you say did someone shoot the gun? Well, we're not ruling anything out right now, but we're checking to see if there was a mechanism failure or what about the person? Well, we don't think that this was intentional. We don't. So wait, we live in a world where you investigate a gun before you investigate a rich white man? Is that what you're saying? No. That's not what we're saying. But I mean, you must remember the gun is black. But that's not the point. The point is, it's so weird how our prejudices have given everyone their lane. Middle Eastern does something, they're a terrorist. Black person does something, they're gang-related, they're a thug. But if a white guy walks into a church killing 9 people dead, what do they lead with on the news? And today, in an isolated incident, a lone gunman walked into a church, opening fire and killing 9 people. It's always a lone gunman. Yeah, a lone gunman with no ties to society whatsoever. They always separate him as quickly as possible. I love how they do that. He kept to himself and was notoriously unfriendly. He had no friends whatsoever. No friends? Really? No friends? Not even one? Not even one? No friends? Like, not even on Facebook? No, everyone has friends on Facebook. Come on, you tell me the guy had no friends. It's almost like as the shooting happens, everyone's like, what? Dylan? Unfriend.
You'd think that we here at Gillette would have learned our lesson about virtue signaling when we posted the anti-man ad earlier this year. But we're back, and we're social justicing bigger and badder than ever. If you're a woman pretending to be a man, we want to celebrate you.
Growing up, I was always trying to figure out what kind of man I wanted to become, and I'm still trying to figure out what kind of man that I want to become.
A woman. That's the kind of man you will become. That's it. Because you're a woman.
I always knew I was different. I didn't know that there was a term for the type of person that I was.
Yeah, there is a term. It's woman. That's the term for what you are. I literally just told you that.
I went into my transition just wanting to be happy. I'm glad I'm at the point where I'm able to shave.
Lots of women are at the point where they're able to shave. They don't typically think of it as a good thing. You are happy about it, so good for you, lady.
South, north, east, west, never in a hurry.
North, south, east, what the f***? What the f*** is that sh**? This is not how you shave, ladies. I think this chick's dad is f***ing with her.
Now, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Shaving is about being confident.
This is the way that Gillette thinks everyone should be with trans people. Accept them and teach them to shave. If you have any concerns about your daughter pretending to be a boy, then you're a bigot and you should be demonetized on YouTube.
I'm at the point in my manhood where I'm actually happy. It's not just myself transitioning, it's everybody around me transitioning.
Yes, the world revolves around you because you decided to do something unusual. Everyone else has to transition to accommodate you and your life choice. Just like this woman is transitioning into a man, Gillette is transitioning too. We used to be a men's razor company, but we're transitioning into a social justice factory. We mass produce social justice on an industrial scale. For context, look at what we used to be.
Pee-wee Reese has a way with Dodger rookies or Sandlot youngsters. Pee-wee, you do a lot of work with boys.
Not work, Al. I like baseball and kids. I enjoy helping teenagers start right.
Well, that's around shaving age. And you give them pointers on personal appearance, too?
Yes, a boy has more self-respect when he's clean shaved. I tell him to use a Gillette razor, Al.
You said it. The Gillette Super Speed Razor. And today there are 3. Light for sensitive skin and most younger men. Regular for average skin and beard. Heavy for men who like the heft and feel of a heavier razor. Each is different, precisely engineered. One has the right blade edge exposure, edge angle, and weight to shave you in a breeze. Comfortable, good-looking shaves you may never have had before.
Not anymore. Those disgusting, misogynistic, patriarchal days are over. Here at Gillette, we've realized that our razors can't handle the thick, full beards of real men, so we're transitioning to the wispy peach fuzz of the trans market. Gillette, the razor for the woman who wants to pretend to be a man. Gillette, Gillette, Gillette. Nike, just do it.
Tirade from the one and only Cat McSnatch coming at ya.
Don't be a racist, don't be a fool. Everyone is different, everyone is cool.
Everyone is cool.
Don't generalize, don't believe the lies. Racism is hatred in disguise.
All right, we're going to wind it up here now. People attend to it.
Just because you're Asian does not mean you are smart. Just because you're Brazilian don't mean you are a slut. Just because you're Jewish doesn't mean you're tight. Just because you're rich and fat does not mean you are white. Don't be a dick, 'cause I know I'm a hypocrite. Racism is wrong, unless you put it into a song. Just because you're Swedish does not mean you are fine. Just because you're American don't mean you own a gun. Just because you're Italian don't mean you can cook. Just because your skin is black don't mean you are a crook.
Now you're not a crook because of the color of your skin. Yeah.
Don't be a dick, 'cause I know I'm a hypocrite. Racism is wrong, unless you put it into a song.
We got to focus on the love and not the hate now.
If you don't like this, try. Don't be a stereotype. Ooh, screw you, hippie. Don't fret, I think this song makes me a hypocrite. So what? I got the microphone.
Give me no keys, no keys. It doesn't matter if you're color red, white, or blue. If you're fucking brown, green, or yellow, just be you. Have a sense of humor, but never be complacent. Don't perpetuate the rumors and doing to be a business.
If you're Indian, don't mean you drive a cab. If you're Lebanese, don't mean you eat kebabs.
No kebab
Just
for
because
you.
you're French, don't mean that you eat snails. But if you're Japanese, stop mattering the way. Don't be a dick, 'cause I know I'm a hypocrite. Racism is wrong, unless you put it into a song.
All right, we're going to do it one more time for the people in the back.
Don't be a dick, 'cause I know I'm a hypocrite. Racism is wrong, unless you put it into a song.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Cat McSnatch coming at you.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
It is 8 p.m. Eastern time. Guess what that means? That means most of the people that are up right now that would listen to the show probably out clubbing or doing something, crazy and kooky or whatever the hell. They're definitely not listening to the show, right? Nobody would be listening except Jeffrey and John, who made the comments. Jeffrey up there saying, "Hey guys, what's going on?" And John's over there like saying, "Hey, listen, nice boobies." No, he just said hello. But if Karen was here, it's like, pull down your shirt. And, all that type of shenanigans going on with John. He just knows better with, talking with you. Can't get away
What's
with that.
What's that supposed to mean?
You just can't get away with it. He knows how to, block him or something. Maybe. Anyway, it is Friday. And happy weekend. We made it through the week, everybody. No Eric today. He informed me at 3 o'clock today, I am not going to be on the show tonight. That's it. Okay. Sorry. I got my number 2.
Am I your number 2?
Yes.
Who does number 2 work for?
Well, I mean, I don't pay you, but I guess me. Who does number 2 work for? That's right. You tell that turd who's boss.
I love Austin Powers.
That is great. It
is
really
so
is.
Stupid, but it is so hilarious.
Well, Mike Myers makes that whole thing. He just. Yeah, Austin Powers is awesome. It's awesome Powers.
Yeah.
It's not Austin. It's awesome Powers. All the movies were good, and all of them had a feel to it. Like you had some going back in time. You had you had the African American lover. You had the Swedish lover. You had everybody. He just wanted to shag everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, shag me, baby. It's like, oh, okay. Get Shaggy the dog.
You make
me
Randy.
Yeah. Do I make you horny, baby? Do I make you horny? But, back in the day when that movie came out, it's like, oh, man, they're crossing the line. Like, what the hell's going on here? Now it's like, whatever.
Yeah. Now we've seen much worse.
Yep. That's it right there. Yeah, John went ahead and mentioned last night's game. I'll just throw that real quick so we can go ahead and get off the subject and get to Big Brother, because oh my God. Yeah. So, you know what? We're going to start playing the trumpets now. We're finally able to go ahead and celebrate. We're popping open the champagne. John says, them Bills look really good last night. Oh, yeah. And I said it, too. I didn't know it was going to be a blowout. I thought the Rams would have a little more fight, but Buffalo looks really good. And unfortunately, I don't know. So he's got a parlay right there. He took the Bills with 2.5 points against them. He's taken the Pats to not lose by more than 3, and Indy to win by more than 7. Oh, and the Saints to win by more than 6. So if he gets it all, he put $20 up, he wins $260. So I don't know. And he made a comment that I would never ask that about your lovely wife. I respect her 1,000% for her, even 1,000% for Karen. But Karen, she's a little bit more free about, open like that. Alyssa's like, kind of, there's no closet here, but if there was, that's where Alyssa would be. She's kind of locked in a closet.
It's right there.
Yeah, I know, but that's not. It's
it doesn't
open.
have any doors
it
on it.
Door. Yeah. I mean, pretty much, if that camera's working, that was Karen's old camera, and it's not working actually. Holy crap! What happened to that thing? But no, that's Alyssa. We don't want Alyssa. Hold on. No, not that. So it's this one. There we go. So there's the closet right there. So
I just realized I put the Backstreet Boys in the closet.
You are finally coming around, aren't you? You're coming around.
That was not intentional.
No, it's not intentional. So that's the closet here in the studio. This used to be Karen's old camera, and there would be where Karen would sit. But anyway, that's the closet. That's what we're talking about. So if we had a bigger closet,
it had doors on it.
It would. So Anyway, so it had doors,
We took
but
it off.
it made more sense to go ahead and more space for the cricket. Trust me, this whole room will be a distant memory when we have Excalibur. I've named it now Excalibur because it's going to be just that awesome when we get it done. When we have Excalibur finished, which is transforming the garage into your craft area / studio. My studio will be phenomenal. It's going to be wide open. The cabinets are going to be there to support all storage, and any other storage that can go outside into the other shed will do that. And it's going to be phenomenal once everything's done. Karen is actually in the chat. Karen of all people here. Karen says
of all people.
We were just talking about Karen's boobs and the camera and everything. I was like, hi, I'm here. Oh shit. So I'm back in Florida in 3 hours. 3 hours from home. So yeah, she's gonna make it in before Saturday. Well, that's as long as traffic is there.
So
John goes ahead and says miss ya, and Karen goes ahead and miss you too.
Where is she? Where was
she went
at?
to Babyland?
Well, yeah, you mentioned.
And then
that.
I guess they had like a cabin up there somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but
that's cool.
They had she needed to get away. Calgon, take me away. Want to get away? Ding, Southwest. No, but in this case it was Southeast, and it was Tori actually driving the way up there. She took half the kids. She took Kelsey, but left Davey. And Davey's like, thank you, Mom. Get her out of my sight. Like, really? Okay.
Well,
Is that much hate there?
Sometimes siblings need a break from each other.
Elijah Georgia, she says. I don't know where Elijah is, but she mentioned something about like a weird show or something like that. A spooky show that was filmed up there. The Witch Project, the Witch Project, or Blair Witch Project, or something like that. Karen, you're gonna have to fill me in on this one. I totally forgot our conversation, but yeah, she went up there to do some sightseeing and everything like that, and they had a good time. Karen needed a little bit of a de-stressor, if you know what I mean. Sylvia, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the show. It's Friday, everybody, and of course the line is open 813-699-5353. Karen, call in if you want. John, call in if you always do call like once or 3 times a show, so feel free to give us a call. We got a few things to talk about. Obviously, we're gonna touch on Big Brother. We're gonna go ahead and preview Cobra Kai, because Cobra Kai released early this morning at 3:00 in the morning, and I go ahead and check my Facebook, and I see Bad Billy from AOW Radio and the host of Outlaw Radio, his own show. I see Bad Billy's like, oh my God, season 5 is so epic, blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking, shut up. Don't spoil it for me. I am not allowed to watch it until my wife gets home. I need to wait until she gets home. So we already missed.
My fault.
It is. It's all your fault. Because I would have been done by now. I had today off. I could have done 10 hours worth of back-to-back binge watching if I really pushed it together. But yeah, I keep seeing, season 5 is epic. It's the best one yet. And I'm thinking, really? You're going to go ahead and compare the other 4 seasons, which all have been epic? I don't know. I don't know if I can digest that. That must be one hell of a season. So we'll find out. We're gonna definitely go ahead and binge as much as we can tonight. We'll probably, if it's an hour episode, we might get 2, and then we're just gonna have to knock them out one at a time. But yeah, I was pumped up. I thought it was going to be midnight. I'm thinking maybe we could stay up and watch one episode and get that in there.
I couldn't even make it through Big Brother last night.
You couldn't make it through Big Brother. There was a 2-hour eviction last night for Big Brother from 9 to 11. Like 9 to 11. My God, CBS. What do you think we are, vampires? I mean, come on. We're a better
old.
Time
we need
slot.
to go to bed.
Yeah, we got to work. I mean, come on. 2-hour eviction at 9? Come on. But yeah, that they had to do that. They had to do that to us. So there was no Cobra Kai, and I find out Cobra Kai dropped midnight Pacific time. So that means they screw the East Coasters out, because the East Coast doesn't start till 3 a.m. Like, really? So
I was asleep.
Oh, you were done. You were done before 11. You were out cold. I mean, literally, this is the sound I heard at 10:30. I heard that going on and on and on and on and on.
did I have to wake
Oh,
up
no,
because
no,
they
no.
were snoring?
I was
last
not
night?
snoring. You saw me. I wasn't snoring loud.
Well, but you were snoring.
But there
in
was
my ear.
there was a foghorn going on last night. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't. Uh-oh, I got that look there. That's not a good look.
Yeah, you got that look.
We're still watching Cobra Kai tonight, though. I'm not telling you that. See, so Karen is making an announcement. She's going to fill us in on Monday. Now, whether that's she'll private message me what happened or if she's going to be on the show, we'll see, and find out what's going on. But yeah, that's the story, and we're sticking to it. Damn it.
See, when people say things like that, then it's like, I want to know now.
No, yeah. Why do you got to make us wait a weekend? I mean, come on. No, that's almost as bad as Stranger Things. It's like, I want to know what happens now, but no, we're going to make you wait 3 years. Now, obviously, one day being equaling a year in this case here, we're going to have to wait 3 days, 3 years, whatever. But yeah. Oh, she's coming in. Oh, are you coming in or are you going to be virtual? Because if you're coming in, gotta go ahead and dust off your. I gotta dust off your seat.
Off your seat.
I gotta dust off your seat and get it all back ready to go. Yeah, we don't. So yeah, let us know if you're coming in. There was so much that we did. Oh yeah, you know what? We might as well just go ahead and make the Monday show the Karen show. I think Eric can take the day off if that's the case.
I mean,
she's coming in.
She
hasn't
been here in a while. So...
Yeah, she hasn't been here, so she has no idea what the house looks like. Oh, we repainted, we remodeled.
We haven't done anything.
Yep,
but
we went ahead and got a 70-inch TV.
We did get a refrigerator.
We did, yeah, we had to.
We did get a new refrigerator.
We did get a new
fridge.
There
wasn't a choice in that matter.
Yeah. It's like, all right, so why do you want a new refrigerator? Because the old one, I don't know, broke. It doesn't get cool anymore. It wasn't cool in the gang anymore. It was warm. It was warm bodies going on in there. More ways than one. But yeah, so we had to go ahead and get a new one. It was no choice. And we couldn't wait for the pest guy. We just had to go. So and that's the way it is. So we have a few things going on. I mean, it's been a while since Karen's actually come in. So and listen, she has a thing going on at home. She has she's got a business to run, she's got kids to take care of, homeschool. David's never home. He's out there, slumming with 60, 70-year-old women. So, you got to go ahead and kind of throw it all there.
Well, the last time she was here, David was with her.
That's true. Sylvia said, "Oh yeah, they were mowing the lawn, but not in the show though."
Yeah.
Sylvia says, "I got Netflix, never watched it." What? Well, again, it's not. Listen, if you're not a fan of the Karate Kid,
I'm not, but I still.
Hear me out. If you're not a fan of the Karate Kid, I can understand you probably be hesitant on it. So it's like, give it a shot. Give it an episode or two. As long as you know part of the storyline going on, it does kind of go ahead and pick up to the tail end of the first Karate Kid. That was it. But yeah, oh my God, it has a tale of its own. It really does. I mean, yes, there is still the Karate Kid movies that impact it, like characters that come in. But anyway, you have to see it to believe it. It's just me trying to explain it just does not do it justice. If you have any intention or any, if you like Ralph Macchio and you like William Zappa and if you like Miyagi, and you should be watching. If you didn't really care for any of those movies or never even watched the movies, for crying out loud, you probably would be lost at what's going on, but the storytelling is just phenomenal. It really is. It makes the whole backstory and everything that's gone on since just clicks. It really does. So I am pumped. I've been waiting for months now to get the next season up, and thank God the people that write this crap didn't wait 3 years like freaking Stranger Things. Like they need to people that write Cobra Kai. They need to write Stranger Things. At least it'll be coming out every year,
Oh, I don't think there's anything wrong with the writers of Stranger Things. It's just the producers and all of that.
By the time next season comes around, 11's going to have like 3 kids and married. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be that. It's just going to be that way. So, Anyway, 813-699-5353. Let's get into Big Brother real quick. So huge night last night. Thursday night was a double eviction, which they did announce it. I just forgot to mention it. So it's like when we had to watch it, we knew it was 2 hours. I'm thinking, double eviction. Oh my God. Yeah, I know, Karen. I know what you meant. Karen's only watched season 1. She's like, I don't think she really cared for it. But then again, she's not a big TV watcher.
Yeah,
she
watches
TV.
Stranger Things, though.
She's strange. And I think she watched Bridgerton, too.
Bridgerton, yes, she did.
Yeah, so she was, she's really into Bridgerton. I think it was honestly the sex, to be honest with you. I really think it's like, oh my God, they're banging right there. And it's like, we gotta keep watching it. Season 2 didn't have a lot of sex in it. They cut back a lot.
Yeah.
My God, it was boring, actually. We needed more banging going on. Show us those titties, baby. Show us those titties.
I thought the chemistry was better between the Duke and her than the stuff that they portrayed in the second season.
Yeah, but it did take another leap. Anyway, Big Brother talk. So anyway, last night was a double eviction. Of course, Michael's in power. Michael was like, and we're not going to divulge the ending of it yet. He basically is in it to win it. Unless he screws up and doesn't win a veto or a household, he's gone. They're going to take a shot at him. Until we saw the first part of last night's show. So it comes down to it before the first eviction.
Well, yeah, okay.
Before the first eviction, Michael, Monty, and Turner all meet in the HOH room to discuss things. Monty and Turner, to our hair-pulling demise, say, hey, Michael, we want to work with you.
They were talking out in the backyard before that, just the two of them, Monty and Turner, and they were saying, well, as much as he's a comp beast and he's...
As long as we're on his good side, we're safe.
If we're on his good side, he'll protect us.
Yep. So anyway, they met together and it's like, let's just go ahead and make a 3-man alliance. Did he even name the alliance, by the way?
No.
So here's a clue.
They had a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah. Here's the clue. If you don't make an alliance nickname, it ain't real. And even when you do make an alliance nickname, sometimes it's bogus anyway. But this one, no alliance name, those three all working together, right? Keep that in mind. That's what happened before the first eviction. Alyssa and Terrence were on the block. Terrence, when he was nominated, kind of spoke out. Like, Terrence, what the hell are you doing? Just keep your mouth shut and just play the game. But, Terrence apparently was
He was pissed.
He was pissed.
Just pissed.
Because he actually talked to Michael during his HOH run. I'm thinking, Michael, here, this is what's going on at the Dire Fest, the outdoor group. Obviously, he didn't
give every.
Yeah, he didn't give every information, and Michael was suspicious. So it's like, Terrence, no, you're my main target. And Michael put up Alyssa because that was basically Alyssa was the leftover of the left, outside of the leftovers or the group that Michael was working with. He promised safety to even Turner. Turner was the target. Brittany, Michael's number 2.
Brittany was gunning for Turner.
Oh, my God. Brittany kept getting Michael's ear like every 10 minutes. I mean, according to the show. But every time there was some information, something that leaked, something that went down, she told it to Michael and said, Michael, we need to get Turner out. I know you promised him safety, but you need to get Turner out. You need to get him out. He is gunning for you. He's a comp beast as well. He's won 3 HOHs, or 2 HOHs, and of course he won the 3rd. Anyway, but he's a comp beast. And then Monty, Turner says, well, Monty's gunning after Michael too. Went ahead and told Michael that too.
Well,
so it's
the thing is, everybody in the house, aside from Brittany, was gunning for Michael.
Even Michael knew this, but they wanted to take Terrence out. Terrence ain't going to go ahead and win anything. He got lucky on a fluke on winning a power of veto because there was like only 4 other people to go
and
against.
The HOH he won it was because he was in second place.
Yeah, he was in second place, right? Because of that whole split house thing.
Yeah.
So target was Terrence for some god awful reason. I don't understand.
It wasn't the best gameplay.
No, it was.
I mean,
horrible.
if he didn't want to go after Turner because he promised him he wasn't going to go after him,
Yeah,
then he should have gone after Monty.
You know what? If he's such a super fan, doesn't he realize that there's been some dirty play to these winners?
Yeah.
You could have.
But he played dirty in all kinds of other ways.
Yeah. So obviously, we know why Kyle left. Kyle left because he made some unseasonable or unfavorable comments about an alliance and what they had in common, kind of complying against race. But and that was used in the appropriate time. Kyle said this 3 weeks ago, but it was only used last week to go ahead and get him out because there was a plan to backdoor Michael if Michael didn't win the power veto, which he did anyway. But still, all this information was like, well, we need to go ahead and save one of my people.
But I think he divulged that information before he won veto.
Yeah, well, I think he did. No,
because he had a feeling that they were going to try and backdoor him.
Yeah.
And so that he just said, I got to try it and just put the information out there.
Yep.
Then he wins veto, takes Brittany down, and they put Kyle up because of it.
So anyway, they go ahead and say Terrence goodbye. He doesn't take it very well because he felt like he opened up and did everything except, thinking, Michael didn't know anything, which he kind of did sort of, but I think he was guessing, thinking there was a backdoor plan. Terrence, you got to go. And Alyssa stays. So that's what happened on the first one. Okay. Terrence went. But Brittany did everything to play another target because she felt Terrence is not really a threat. What the hell are you doing? You have a chance to take a big target out. Let's take a bigger target out. Somebody that's actually going to go ahead and
in that instance, Brittany was playing a smarter game than Michael.
Yes. Now, Terrence goes home. Bye-bye. Double eviction comes up. Everybody's shocked. Oh, my God. All right, so double eviction basically means we play a whole week of Big Brother in 60 minutes. You got head of household competition, nominations, veto,
eviction.
And eviction. Everything in 60 minutes. I mean, it's like rapid fire. Turner ends up winning head of household. Remember, Michael couldn't play in head of household because he was already outgoing head of household. That's the rule. If you're outgoing head of household, you can't compete in the next one. So Turner wins, even to the point where, anyway, I'm not going to go into the competition because that just involves another painting a picture there. So Turner wins. He's head of household. He puts up, because the gentleman's agreement, those 3 men, and there was going to be 3 women left. They went in and said, let's start picking off the ladies because they're going to love it if we pick each other off and they're going to have the upper hand.
Well, that was the other thing that they got wind of, the fact that there was an alliance forming between the 3 girls.
Yeah.
And that was why they formed this agreement.
Yeah, so it's going to be the guys against the girls.
Right.
Or so we thought. So anyway, so what happened is like, well, Michael is not going to put Brittany up. We know that. Taylor, Monty's not going to put up Taylor, and Turner's not going to put up Alyssa. They're just not going to do it. So one of the others will take out the others. So in this particular one, Turner put up, I don't know, I forget who he put up.
Brittany and Alyssa.
So those 2 went up on the block. So we're thinking, oh my God, he's going through the plan. Power veto comes up. Everybody competes. Michael can compete. Everybody competes. And we are shocked to see Monty finally come through and win a power veto. We're over here thinking he's going to keep numbers the same because they have this gentleman's agreement. Shockingly, Monty takes down Alyssa, leaving Brittany on the block. The cards aligned, the stars aligned, the moon shines so bright, that Turner went back on the gentleman's agreement and put up Michael. 3 votes to evict. Michael out 3-0. The big gameplay of Michael, all those comp wins he did, useless.
But when he was, for his eviction speech, he threw Brittany under the bus, like,
it wasn't even
ran
a bus.
her over 5 times.
Yeah, it wasn't even. It wasn't even a bus.
Bad.
What he did was lay her on tracks, ran over with the bus, a tank, and waited for the train to finish her.
Yeah,
it was
bad.
like all this information came from her. I know about your lines. I know about your final 2. I know about your final 2. And she's the one that went ahead and told it. And this is all Monty and Turner's fault. They're the ones that want me home. If you want to go ahead and pick them all off, you keep me. Problem is, Michael, everybody was gunning for you except Brittany.
Because they all knew they couldn't beat him.
Yeah, and they're all next
and
to you.
And even Brittany was saying, "I don't think I can beat him."
But she wasn't being serious. She was playing a real smooth character because she went ahead and tried to get information out of Turner. Oh, right. Turner's like saying, "Monty, this and my." Like, really? I could use this to tell Michael. I'm like, so, like, really? Is she satisfied with second place? I mean, she must have been. It's like, hey, 50,000 or nothing, right? You know, whatever. As long as he takes me there. But the thing is, and I don't know if it's going to come out to the point. Well, it's already came out. I mean, Terrence is pissed at him. He's pissed at both of them, Turner and Michael and Brittany, because they went ahead and used that race card at the very end to kick Kyle under the bus, which, listen, probably deserved it. He did say the wrong thing. But strategically, and when Kyle went ahead to the jury house and told everybody what happened, obviously they were pissed at him. They were upset. But they also said, why the hell would they keep it? Because they're just as guilty.
And Monty was thinking the same thing.
Yep. Terrence was thinking the same thing. Taylor kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
But Taylor's kind of a bitch anyway, so we don't really care what she thinks.
But yeah, they were all kind of like, wait a minute, why did he wait to say something?
Yeah, so it was really sketchy, and it was just that just put more salt in the wound from unexpected players that you thought you could go.
And Brittany was blown away, and she was in tears.
Yeah, when Michael went ahead and spilled
the shock
everything.
Look on her face.
Yep. She's like, I cannot believe he just said that. And even after Michael was gone, everybody was trying to console her because she was just left completely devastated. But you know, she did say, listen, he did what he had to do to try to get votes and try to sway votes and stuff. But it's like the way he did it was just ruthless. Was just heartbreaking.
And he didn't say goodbye to anyone.
Oh no,
he didn't say anything.
Oh
to
no,
anyone
he did
when he walked out.
No, wait. What he did is everybody stay seated. I'm gonna have last thing to say. He just walked out the door.
Yeah.
No hugs and everything, because usually when you're evicted, even if it's a back door, people are hugging you, saying, "Hey, goodbye, good luck."
Sometimes though they do
it's rare.
just a walk, but
rare.
yeah.
But this one was ruthless. I mean, what an asshole. Listen, I respect Michael's gameplay. I respect that, you know, he was a comp beast. He was very strategic. He's smart. But what an asshole to go ahead and dump on somebody like that. I get it. Listen, you're gone. You want to be upset, but you don't do that.
Well, and the thing is, him saying that wasn't going to save his life in the game no matter what.
He was done. He should have accepted it.
He's
a Big Brother super fan.
He lost that veto and got put on that block, he was done.
Yeah, it was over.
There was no chance of redeeming himself.
No chance
because
in hell.
Everybody sees that they would not be able to win against him, and he even knows that.
Survey says, dumbass.
Yeah, and the survey just 3-0 was the votes, because there's only 6 people left. 2 can't vote. The head of household can't vote, so those 3 votes. He got all 3. But it's like, what a dick move. What a dick move to do that. How could you? You really think you're a super fan, dude? You really think blowing up somebody, putting them in tears is going to sway anybody's vote?
And Brittany was just like, he's, not who I thought he was.
Well, no,
He's
he's
like,
just
I
a
can't
ruthless game
believe
player. If
that he would go that far.
he went ahead and told Julie, God, I feel so bad what I did to Brittany, then why didn't you hug her? When you were leaving, at least show her respect
Well, I
and
don't
say
think she would have
sorry.
accepted it at that point in time, though.
Didn't give her a chance
She was
to.
too blown away and too upset.
But she
wouldn't have accepted it
but
at that point in time.
Michael didn't give her even a chance. He gave no respect to anybody. Dude, again, you're a super fan. You've seen checks bounce left and right. You see people go back on their word. Shit. You go ahead and use information that is personal and ethnic related, and you want to go ahead and you think you're going to get forgiven. You know what? The respect that you had, you should have done with Turner, because the respect that you would have lost anyway once that came out would have been almost equal, if not worse. So it didn't really matter what respect you would have lost if you went back on your word. Shoot, you go ahead and hold vital information, personal information like that against the people that he was talking about. Kyle, I'm talking about.
I know you're talking.
It's just bullshit. How, you, dude. So the game he played, I respect him. He's a comp beast. He basically acknowledged, listen, I had to win to stay in. If I lost, he knew what was going to happen. But that gentleman's agreement, I think, gave him a false sense of security, which is exactly.
Well, he said he wasn't all in on it. He wasn't going to follow through with it when
he gets head of household.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, I'm sure he thought, nominations like this, we're just going to go ahead and keep it in. I forgot what they did for Power Veto. I forget.
The veto, there was like a stand thing, and they had this rope that was all twisted around, and they had to untangle the rope
so
to get to the buzzer. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. So apparently Michael couldn't figure that out, or not fast enough.
Well, Monty was just faster.
Finally, somebody faster than he is. He was blowing everybody out of the water. But, dude, like you mentioned, man, you didn't play a smart game. You just kept winning and winning and winning and winning and winning. And just, dude, everybody except Brittany. And that was the one person you threw under the bus. That was the one person you humiliated. You lost all respect to everyone. There's been a lot of dirty play going on. From Kyle saying what he said to Michael, just a lot of dirty antics going on.
Well, and I was even saying, I swear this is the season with the most named alliances.
What's going on, James? Is that Jimmy?
Jimmy
James? I don't know.
Time you turn around, there was another alliance forming.
Yeah, I know. It was just so many things going on.
And there was alliances within alliances, and then there was side alliances.
But when we were watching the rest of Thursday this afternoon, holy shit, we were cheering like the Patriots just scored a touchdown.
Well, I don't cheer when the Patriots score a touchdown.
I cheered like the Patriots scored a touchdown. You would have cheered of somebody murdered somebody important on Days of Our Lives or something like that. It's just like, yes, sir. I don't know. I don't know if you would cheer anything like that. Yeah, I don't know what you cheer for. What would you cheer for? Actually, that's a good question.
I cheer for the Backstreet Boys.
I don't know what you would cheer for. I guess if they made an appearance on the Macy's Day Parade, you're like, yeah. I don't even think you'd scream yes or anything like that. You probably would. All right, shut up. I got to listen to this.
I screamed at the concert.
You and everybody else. That was one big mistake. That's why I posted on Melissa's page after she posted. She went to the back. She said, yeah, that was the one big mistake. I didn't bring earplugs. Because we had...
Well, she drug her husband along, too.
Yeah, well, I feel bad for him. But no, it was... Anyway, so that's the end of Big Brother. So right now, we got the Final Five going on. And it does not include Michael. But however, Turner and Monty are the two guys left. You got Taylor, Brittany, and Alyssa on the women's side, which that means that 3-girl alliance could dominate if one of the girls,
if one of them can pull off a win.
Yes, of course. Now, obviously, Turner can't compete, so it's on Monty.
So yeah.
So he's got a 25% chance of winning it.
This HOH should be interesting because.
Yeah, we'll see.
Turner and Michael have traded back the HOH key back and forth a couple of times recently.
Yeah. So it's honestly, it's Monty's turn to step up now. There's no more Michael. It's Monty's turn to step up.
And those are the only two, Turner and Michael, that have won more than one HOH.
Correct.
Monty won one early on.
Woo. Yeah.
But yeah, anybody else who's won an HOH? Well, the only one who's left that's won any HOH is Taylor. She only
that's
won
true.
one.
Yeah, I don't think Brittany's done anything.
Brittany has won a veto, but not an HOH.
0.
Alyssa hasn't won anything.
Listen, yeah, and it's like, you know what? They'll keep her. They'll keep her going.
Well, here's the thing. Now it's down to who do you want to sit next to?
It's coming down to that.
And sitting next to Alyssa's not a bad thing.
Nope.
Because she isn't going to win it.
She hasn't won anything.
She hasn't won a single thing.
And being in the showman's for Kyle put a black eye in her game.
Yep.
So, but Brittany hasn't won anything either. So I think either one of those two ladies, if Monty or Turner take them, maybe that might happen. But
I don't think Monty or Turner is going to take each other out just yet.
I don't know. I'd see one of them doing it. If one of them were to do it.
Do you want to know who is? Nope.
Okay.
If one of them were to do it, I would say it would be Turner, but Turner can't win HOH this week.
Right,
so.
it'd have to be Monty.
I don't think Monty's going to take that shot.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Well, obviously, if one of the ladies do it, both guys are in trouble.
Yeah.
One's definitely going home because they'll both be on the block. So whoever doesn't get pulled off by veto, if any, they're going home.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is Big Brother. Holy crap, we went on. I mean, it was just a lot of stuff went down last night and over the whole week actually. So we're in week 10 right now. There's only a couple of weeks left. We got week 10, week 11, and then of course the finale week. And that's it. So there'll be 2 more people being evicted before finale week. And there you go. All right. So anyway, 813-699-5353. What do we talk about now?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Hey, listen. So you used to be a teacher. Or a preschool teacher, but anyway, so there is actually some reports going on that school districts are opting in for a 4-day school week.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how this would fly or if it's a good idea.
How is that going to work with parents?
Exactly.
Working?
Yeah. I'm like thinking, what's the backlash going to be with parents who work 5 days a week?
Yeah.
Who now daycare, oh my God. Daycare 1 day a week is going to be freaking swamped. And what do? Are they going to do Monday, Tuesday, take a break Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, off Friday, off Monday? How would it work? Alternate days? That would be even worse. So anyway, so here's the story on this one. Hope Tenon, she's entering her 24th year as a teacher. This will be her 5th year teaching in a school that only offers classes 4 days a week. So there's already districts that do this. Tina says she doesn't get paid as much working in Warren County, Missouri, which is the school district that she's in. However, she said her time is more important. I enjoy my 3-day weekend, so apparently Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Time is something that all teachers appreciate, whether it's time with their families or time to work in their classrooms. More than 1,600 school districts nationwide have trimmed their school schedule weeks to 4 days. A recent study showed that varying impacts on students and teachers. Teachers mostly viewed the extra day as a job perk and little else. School board said that the move saved money. However, student achievement was lower. Samantha Richardson, who has no relation, by the way, who has 2 children, definitely no relation, in the Warren County R3 district. She's self-employed and can manage her kids at home on Mondays, but the district offers free childcare for those who don't have another option. So that's interesting.
So free childcare, but who's watching?
Who's doing it?
Yeah.
Who's
taking care of these kids?
That's the thing.
Is it the teachers? Because then what difference does it really make?
Superintendent Dr. Greg Killingsmith said, "We are operating more efficiently than we were before, turning the lights off and not having to run them on Mondays." I guess it's, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You're back. Not having them run on Mondays, your back controls, not having to run bus routes and all sort of that stuff. And no substitute teachers on Mondays. Those are cost savings. But at the end of the day, it's really not a tremendous amount, probably about just less than 1%. So often decisions about length of school week don't include the students. That's the same study found that most districts move to 4 days for 3 reasons: saving money, reducing absences, and retaining teachers. I don't understand the last one, because you as a teacher would do the 5-day-a-week thing. I don't. But that's what drew the decision there in Warren County, and that's why the county has no plans to go back. Killingsmith also said, "I don't see that ever happening. I don't think our community would be very. I really think our community would be very upset if we did. I think this is something that was going to be around for a long time." It doesn't list what the free childcare encloses. Like, is this a free childcare that? Well, obviously, I don't think it's in the school. So I'm thinking there's got to be like a preschool or something like that that's in the area that's like, hey, we have kids that are not going to be here. Or a
community center, maybe.
Or a community center or something. But again, it's like, you're if you're not spending money on the school or in the school, you're spending money to
pay whoever is running the childcare.
Yeah, unless you have a mass majority that says, no problem, I can watch my kids on Mondays. I can watch them on Friday or whatever the day they have off. Sylvia asked the same question. Why? Well, what's the purpose? She also goes ahead, I think Monday to Thursday is good for religious people. Friday stop working by 1 p.m. So like a half day on Friday, which is, I think, a lot better. You don't work as hard, I guess. But I don't know. It's like, just, it doesn't sit well for me.
It would be nice. I get like the reducing absences thing, because, okay, well, if I know my kid doesn't have school on Monday, then I can schedule doctor's appointments or things like that on a Monday, so that I don't have to work around school.
But don't you think that would be the same process for
But yeah,
all
everybody's
the other
going
kids?
to think the same thing.
All right,
exactly.
So Dr. X over here is going to have an influx of appointments on Mondays now because, well, school's not open. Yeah. So, but also on the same time, again, I'm sure half the families, it's got, I don't know the numbers, but it's going to be half, maybe 40, 30%, 40%, but still you have all these kids that, and remember, this is a district, this is not a school, this is a district. You have all those kids off, parents have to work on a Monday, or again, this is where I think maybe it's not 100%, but parents have to work, and this free childcare has to be paid by somebody. Yeah.
Some parents are stay-at-home parents, or maybe one parent stays at home while the other one works.
I get the whole thing with the teachers. Like, hey, listen, we gotta save the teachers here. We gotta give them a break.
It's bad right now. I mean, I am in a classroom 5 days a week, and
because we're open 5 days a week,
right? But what I'm saying is, like, they're struggling for substitutes. They're having to make do with what they've got because they don't have enough subs. I went in the first day of school at this one school, and they are telling me their curriculum's not approved. Their all of their videos, all of their books, everything, nothing is approved. And they had to like go through and just
go back to
do whatever they could, because nothing was approved before the school year started. I'm like, that is ridiculous. How do they expect you to teach these kids if you don't even have your materials approved?
But who's responsible for going ahead and getting the curriculum approved?
It
has to be drawn up, I assume, right?
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
They had this. They're they were gonna use the same curriculum from last year, whatever. Or, you know, they had their lesson plans and everything all figured out.
Okay.
Well, then the school comes back, or the county or the district or whatever, and says, no, you have to get these reapproved the week before school started.
So it's the county that's really kind of fucking them over.
It wasn't the teacher's fault.
Right.
But yeah, so it's like, and they're still like running on stuff. Some of it's not been approved yet, and so they're doing whatever they can, but it's like, and we're what, a month into school?
Yeah, you would think they'd be on track on something, but it's like, you know, all these things. It's stupid. It really is. It's like, how hard is it to go ahead and reapprove a curriculum that's been used last year? What do you want to change?
Well, you know, they've got that whole "don't say gay" thing going on, and now they're like,
God.
oh, well, if there's any kind of violence or any kind of, you know, whatever that's depicted, we got to make sure we go through everything with a fine-tooth comb and make sure there's nothing that could offend anybody in any way.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
They can't say that, apparently.
But
they're not allowed that.
You know, it's stuff like that where it's like they've got to now go and sort through everything and word by word. Is there anything that could offend anybody? You know?
Nope, impossible. Can't approve it.
You know, a tadpole turns into a frog. Well, no, it might not.
You know what? Thank God they did away with that math. Oh my God. I mean, there was so many memes about that. Honest to God, they had side by side about how it's done the old way and how it was done. What was it? The Common Core math?
Yes,
is that what they called it?
Common Core.
Common Core math. You had the person on the left do Common Core and the person on the right do it regular. Same problem. By the time they figured out what the numbers were over there, this guy had a cup of coffee ready to go. He already solved the problem.
He brewed a cup of coffee.
I think he went to go get a haircut or something like that. I mean, it's just like, why?
Went through the McDonald's drive-through. I mean, there was like a whole bunch of stuff.
Listen, I understand that America's educational system blows. I get it. I know we're like leaps and bounds behind every other freaking first country that's out there.
My first encounter with Common Core math was
throw it out the
job.
window.
No, it was through my job. I was working with a kid, trying to help him with his homework.
Yep.
And I'm reading the question and I'm going, I don't even understand what this means. It was something about use subtraction to solve this problem. It was an addition problem. And I'm like,
wait a minute.
How do you use subtraction to solve an addition problem? I don't get it. It didn't make any sense.
You on drugs?
So I had to ask one of my coworkers who had also worked with this same kid and was familiar with his math homework.
Yes, please. How the hell do we do this?
What does this mean?
So what you do is, if it's 32 minus 15, what you do is you take the 3 and the 2, and you put it on the corners of this graph that you are going to draw. Now, make sure you use a number 2 pencil, and make sure you have a ruler and an easel. And just go ahead and draw the graph. The 3 and the 2 go in the corner, and then the 1 and the 5 go here. And what you want to do is take the mallet that we send you and just bash the teacher over the head and say, "The hell with you! I know how to." Yeah, I mean, it's just fucking crazy.
And then when it came down to it, it was like 20 more steps. I was like, I could solve that problem in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not even good at math.
Yeah, hello. If you teach math correctly, people will get it. But if you have to go to Common Core, like, what the hell? No wonder everybody's flipping out and resorting to crime. They don't want Common Core math. No wonder the schools are being shot up because of Common Core math. They can't figure it out. It's one of the parents that's coming out. It's like, how dare you teach my kids this? Fuck you. I mean, my God.
Fuck you.
I mean, it's just crazy. But the whole 4-day work, listen, it sounds good. It really does. The problem is teachers don't get paid enough already as it is. And now they're going to get paid less, you know, and you're going to want them to work 4 days a week instead of 5. Listen, when you become a teacher, you have the expectation that, hey, I'm going to get the whole summer off.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to work summer school, I mean, that's up to you. I don't think anybody's going to fight for you.
The
that
other
one.
thing too is regardless of how many days a week you go to school, you still have to go to school a certain number of days per school year. So that probably eats into their summer.
Yep. That definitely. I'm guaranteeing you, you miss one day. If you take one day out of the week, was school's 8, 9 months, something like that.
9 months. Yeah.
And just say I know some months have 5 weeks, some have 4, but just take an average of 4. That's 4 days every month. That's 36 days. Yeah, that's going to cut into your summer.
Yeah.
So unless you reduce the requirements of how many days is in the school year, yeah, you're eating your summer vacation out.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'd rather work the 5 days and have my whole 2-3 month summer out.
Yeah.
Dude, hell with that.
Well,
but no, it's nobody thinks of that. And nobody thinks about it. Was plain to see. Academics are being hurt by this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but you've got the year-round schools, and they.
Oh God, I bet you they can't hold teachers for the life of them.
Because here's the thing. Yes, they go all year round.
But they have like 2 weeks breaks in between.
They have
every
random
6 weeks.
breaks. Yeah.
Yeah, like 6 weeks
They
on, 2
have,
weeks off,
like,
and
2 weeks off in October, like around Halloween, and they've got 2 weeks off for Christmas, and they've got. Well, I mean, we have that much off for Christmas at least, but they have breaks throughout the year, so they don't have a full summer break, but they do have 2 to 3 week breaks randomly dispersed throughout the year.
Yeah. Well, hey, it is what it is. I mean, what are you going to do? Anyway, 813-699-5353. Listen, coming back, we'll go ahead and we'll discuss a couple of things here. Like there was apparently the Subway sandwich shop. Sorry. Apparently there was a fight going on. Nobody wanted to eat fresh, I guess. The polio virus is making a comeback in New York City. Governor declared a state of emergency on that one. We talked about the school. Truth Social is in the news again. I'm not sure if we really care, but we'll bring it up if we have nothing to talk about. And I know there's stuff that we didn't talk about on Wednesday. Oh, yeah. So Apple, we went ahead and talked about getting their phones and everything. They come out with phones like every 5 years. Oh, and Bed Bath & Beyond actually is set to start cutting some losses, I guess. We'll talk about that too. Yeah, I know. I hate that. Bed Bath & Beyond's not going under, but they're cutting down too. It's sad. Honestly, I think things like Amazon have kind of put them out of business. But see, where are the people that actually would like to see things before they buy them? What is really
nobody
a picture?
Cares anymore.
I guess not. And obviously nobody cares where it comes from, because not everything that's sold on Amazon is coming from Amazon. No. It's coming from Buy Here China or something like that, and some other and you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know who's making it. It's just this one here. At least you can go in, hey, it's intact, and this is what I want. You go ahead and order something off Amazon, and you get a box full of confetti. It's weird. Anyway, got a couple of things to talk about. 2 songs coming at you. One from BLACK. It's called Looking for Love. And then we have Nori. So about 7 minutes. Yeah, 7 minutes worth of songs. Then we have a 2-minute bit. So give us about 9 minutes. Come on back. We got more show coming at you right after this.
Be kind and rewind. The Charles Richardson Show will be right back.
You're only looking your life is a mess. I begged you to stay, but you had to go. Now who's out in the middle cold? And now your life is at an end. You say that I am your only friend. I begged you to stay, but you had to go. Now who's out in the middle cold? You need to take a look at your own life before you judge life. You need to step behind the line you crossed a few words ago. Just understand me. You need to flee. I've seen your kind before. The broken in need of a fix. I will let you fall behind. You will come aboard. This time I see your lack of pride. It's materializing. You can run from your sorrow. Then you let it bury you in the weight of all your guilt. What is it you're looking for? I'm trying to see things from your point of view. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, losing me in so deep, losing reality. The habit has made you weak. You're the broken in need of a fix. I will let you fall behind. You will come aboard. This time I see your lack of pride. It's materializing. You can run from your sorrow. Then you will let it bury you in the weight of all your guilt. What is it you're looking for? This war. You fall behind. You will come aboard. This time I see your lack of pride. It's materializing. You can run from your sorrow. Then You let me bury you in the weight of all your guilt. This war, this war, this war. At 2 a.m. all drunk and full of smoke. My wife said I have had enough. That said I'm sick. Get out! So I stumbled down to Kelly's pub across the edge of town. And I told the boys my story, and we had another round. Oh, drink and fight. We'll drink and fight. And if I see a pretty girl, I'll sleep with her tonight. Yes, I'll drink and fight. And Mary McGregor, well, she was a pretty whore. She'd always greet you with a smile and never lock her door. But on the day she died, all the men in town did weep. For Mary McGregor finally got some sleep. Oh, we'll drink and fight. We'll drink and fight. And if I see a pretty girl, I'll sleep with her tonight. Yes, we'll drink and fight. Well, I once loved a girl, a child I'm told. I gave her my heart, and she gave me a cold. So now I sit standing here out in the pouring rain. I'll stumble back to Kelly's pub and cry away me pain. I'll drink and fight. I'll drink and fight. And if I see a pretty girl, I'll sleep with her tonight. I'll drink and fight.
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. The Charles Richardson Show.
All right, go ahead and throw some love out there to Karen and David for Hulk Lincoln Contracting. Make sure you go ahead and give them a call at 941-204-1264. They're the guys and ladies to go ahead and take care of your home improvements, lawn maintenance, and much, much more. Give them a call to set up an estimate at 941-204-1264. Even if you don't live in Florida, they do hauling across states and state lines right now. Actually, I think David is in Michigan. Or somewhere else. I forget where he is. Karen was giving us an update where he was. Yep, he's in Michigan. So, yeah, they do their thing out there. Give them a call, even if you're not in Florida, and see what they can do. Again, that is 941. Huh? You okay?
Yeah, I was just getting comfortable.
941-204-1264. Give David and Karen a ring-a-ling-ding-ding. And they'll do something good. I'm over here on FanDuel doing more fantasy football, free of course. And it's like, yeah, I'm getting addicted to this thing. Hopefully I can win something big and I can retire. Well, they won't do that much. So it's like they go in, it's like, you know, there's a free-to-play thing here for $1 million, or I think the $1 million is the amount of prize money. I guess they split it up over certain levels. And it's like, who's going to have the highest number of points this weekend? Highest amount of rushing yards, passing yards, and, you know, all that stuff. And it's like, it's really addicting because you don't know. Oh yeah, I'll definitely take these guys. Like, who's going to have the most? Who's going to have the least? Rushing yards, least rushing yards. Probably, I don't know. No, not the Texans. I think they'll run the ball pretty good. I don't know. Good thing about this is they actually have the percentage of people that are going for them. Yeah, I can see Atlanta. Doing that. Sacks, highest number of sacks. Well, Buffalo already kind of took that one. I don't know. I say, yeah, Bengals. Steelers. And least number of sacks. I don't even think the Patriots are going to have one. I hate to go ahead and pick my team, but that's the way I see it. Kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't think they'll have 6. So, all right. I pick it. Complete scorecard. Boom. All right. So hopefully I go ahead and win, and I'll get $1 million. I don't know. You got a whole bunch of free stuff there. Oh, 10,000 is the maximum you can win. So it's only 10,000, baby. We're not going to be able to be millionaires on this.
Oh, sorry.
I know. Oh, no. Oh, darn.
I mean, I didn't think you were going to be a millionaire off of FanDuel, so
Yeah.
unless you were spending money to do it.
Yeah, that's true. One of these free games ain't gonna do dick. You know, I wish I was a millionaire and a multi-millionaire. I'd buy Bed Bath & Beyond because you know, they're cool. And yeah, but you're right though. It's like anybody shopping right now, they're doing it online. Yeah. They're not. Even people that are buying Bed Bath & Beyond, they're doing it online.
Well, the thing is, since COVID, a lot of people just
don't want to go
out to stores.
Bed Bath & Beyond said Wednesday, this is earlier this week, that it will shutter stores and lay off workers in a bid to turn around its beleaguered business. Ew, that sounds depressing. Sue Grove, who's the director and interim CEO, called the move a back-to-basics philosophy that would allow the company to focus on better serving customers and driving growth. The home goods retailer based out of Union, New Jersey, said it's going to close about 150 of its stores and slash, I mean, those words are deadly. They're going to cut their workforce by 20%. It's estimated that those cuts would save about $250 million in the company's current fiscal year. It also said it's considering selling more of its stock to shore up its finances and had lined up more than $500 million of new financing, which when asked about these locations that's going to be closing, one of the spokespersons told the information, we'll get you the information when it's available. But you know what? If Bed Bath & Beyond, again, Bed Bath & Beyond is one of those specialty stores. It's not like, you know, it's not like a Walmart or a Target where they're just everywhere. Because when they close down their stores, they're not really, you know, you don't really care. They're closing down the stores because nobody's going there. So it's like, you're probably not even missing them. Like, you know, the one store I do miss is Kmart. That was here. Kmart was always a good place to go into. But yeah, when they basically told that, you know, they're going to start closing the store, obviously there was nothing there. It was like, you know, it's just on life support. But and that wasn't even part of the pandemic. That was way before the pandemic started. So but Kmart was one of them. They shut down Sears in the mall. They shut down another store, Macy's. I mean,
the mall's practically barren.
Yeah, it is. It's basically it's basically mall rats that are running around in there amok. We go there for Cody's. That's it. And Cody's is a restaurant that you don't have to go out. You don't have to go in the mall to get. They have a private entrance right outside. So that's all we do. So we go there for Cody's, and it used to be Ruby Tuesdays over there too. It sucks that Ruby Tuesdays shut down.
Yeah,
but it is what I mean.
What's in there now? I forget what's in there where Ruby Tuesdays used to be.
It's not. It's
nothing?
dead. Yeah, it's done. It's
I
dark.
There was something over there.
They still got their booths and their tables in there. Like all the Ruby Tuesday stuff is still there. Like if they wanted
the ghost of a Ruby Tuesday.
Yes, the ghost of Ruby Tuesdays. The ghostly salad bar is still in the making. You imagine that salad bar never got cleaned out? Oh my God.
That's disgusting.
That is, why would they leave their tables and chairs? What the hell is it doing there? I don't understand that. No, if you think you close out a store, you take everything with you. Unless they have plans on reopening it. But that's been years. It's been a couple of years. 3 years, like.
Thing being, though, they may have leased that stuff from the
mall.
Mall, yeah.
Why would they lease that type of stuff from the mall? That is like, that's Ruby Tuesdays, like official
I don't know.
furniture. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, these storefronts are going
I don't.
quickly.
Are there any Ruby Tuesdays open anymore? Or
Oh yeah. I think let me bless you. You got another one in here? I'll go ahead and
No, I think I'm good.
mute you there. Yeah, Ruby Tuesday, and you would think like Ruby Tuesdays isn't a storefront, it's a restaurant. But oh yeah, they're still there. But let me see. Yeah, where the nearest one to us is probably like 100 miles. It's probably Tampa or Fort Myers. Yeah, it's in Fort Myers. They go in Ellington, Gibsonton. Yeah, Fort Myers is the closest. So if we ever wanted to go to Tuesdays, we're traveling a bit. Trust me, Ruby Tuesdays is not one place I travel for. Now, Dave and Buster's, I travel for.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Dave and Buster's. I would travel for Red Robin. Come on,
have.
Red Robin, and yes, we have. Red Robin is awesome. I go to my they only open till 8 p.m. on in Ellington, Florida. Wow. Anywho, but yeah, they're still open. But yeah, I mean, come on, Red Robin's awesome. Don't even tell me they're not. You got unlimited steak fries. You got unlimited refills on your floats.
I don't feel the need to travel to go there.
I would. And of course, if I'm gonna go in the Tampa area, you know where else I'm going.
Well,
yeah, I'm going to my family-owned not Beef O'Brady's, but Mugs and Jugs. My God, I listen. I don't care if they serve them in a bowl or not.
I honestly don't think they're as good as they were before in that other place.
They probably weren't. You're right. I think they've gone a little bit down. But it is what it is. I mean, they do have a couple of affiliates that are out there that are not affiliates, but they have a couple of locations up there in Tampa.
But
so
that original location.
That was the original that they moved into that other one, right? But they have
nice. I mean, the atmosphere in there. It was just.
It was almost always packed.
Yeah.
It was a party atmosphere. You had
especially when you went for the wrestling.
Yes.
Pay-per-views.
Yes. That drew a crowd. Oh, I loved going there. It was awesome. It really was. There was a one main dining area where you had, I think, about 50 tables. Like, half of them were around the boots on the walls, and there's like, tables in the middle. That place was almost always packed. Then you go.
That's the thing is the new location. There's never anybody in there.
It's dead. It's dead. I don't know what happened because I don't think. I mean, it's been a while since I went to that plaza, but I don't think they leased out that plaza, that area anymore. So it's like, why would you lose a business like that? Why would you go ahead and run them out? That's the only thing I can think of is they got run out. I mean, why would you move to a location where it's like dead? Not just dead, DED, dead. I mean grave.
We go anytime we've gone in there. There's been maybe like 3 or 4 other tables, and it's a huge place. It's not a tiny little hole in the wall. I mean, it's a good sized place, and there's only 2 or 3 other tables seated.
Yeah, see, they have Mugs and Jugs and Lehigh Acres. That's not the one I'm talking about. God, no. The Mugs and that's a copy. It's not a copy off of it, but Mugs and Jugs, Lehigh Acres. That's what they have is Lehigh Acres. What the hell? They have Largo. There we go. Mugs Sports Bar and Grill. Yeah, that's on the ICOT one. Karaoke 7 nights a week. They actually have trivia. They actually get enough people to do all that stuff.
Well, they have that separate room,
which is
over
stupid,
there on the side.
Yeah,
that they use for like trivia and that kind of stuff. I think.
Yeah,
and I think they do bingo and whatever.
It's really stupid how they set it up. It's like, why not stick to what brought you there? You know what I'm saying? Here. Oh, that's it. Keep getting the same shit. Bar and restaurant in my area, Clearwater, Groupon. Yeah, see, they have another location. They actually have the one that we gone to they changed their name. I guess there was multiple owners. Maybe that was it. And the owners just had a fight and they just said, screw you, I'm out of here. So one turned into Mugs on ICOT. That's the one we've gone to. And then you had Mugs and Jugs that still exist, but they've moved down to like Omerton Road down on off US. Oh, they still have it here, but it's like, but it's like they still have the Mugs and Jugs. I'm wondering if that one, the one that we haven't gone to, probably is got everything rolling. I'm wondering if that is it. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
maybe we need to take a look at that.
I thought you went to that one once and you didn't.
No,
like it. You didn't
no,
care
no.
For it.
No. You know what that was? That was the one in Tarpon Springs. That was the one next to Paul and Christina, our friends up there in Tarpon Springs. That shut down. I didn't care for that either. I didn't care. It just because they were the ones that served the stupid wings on a plate. Like all right, for everybody that doesn't know, so this restaurant had like amazing boneless wings. I know you like wings and rings better, but they have amazing boneless wings. Let's put it that way. And what they do, at least what they did, is the wings come with fries, standard regular fries, thick ones. Not steak fries, just thick. So anyway, what they do is they put the fries on the bottom, they put the wings on top, and you have all like whatever sauce you get, whether it be, honey barbecue, buffalo, teriyaki, whatever sauce you get is dumped right on the fries. So you get that. So you don't need ketchup. Fuck ketchup. You got all that stuff on the fries. I'm thinking, it just really good right in the tummy. Really good. And that's what made it. It really did. Now they serve it on a plate, and it's like it doesn't have the same pizzazz.
Bet if you went into Wings and Rings and asked them for a side of fries with your wings, but can you put the fries on the bottom of the basket and then put the wings in there?
No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want them to serve it the way they used to serve it. Simple. It's simple. I want them the way they used to serve it.
Well, they do serve it that way, the one that we've gone to, the one on ICOT.
Yeah. But they used to do that. They don't do it anymore. They went to the plate.
No.
They went to the plate. Last time we went there, they went to the plate.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. It sucks, but it is what it is. But I mean, that's
right. I didn't have wings that day because I wasn't very hungry. I just had a quesadilla.
Right. But honestly, the atmosphere in that one location was just phenomenal. And we were always around where karaoke was happening if there wasn't wrestling. And the guy that was doing karaoke just was great.
Well, and he was always there for the wrestling events too.
Yep, he was there.
He was doing
the audio,
activities and games and things like that in between.
Yeah, he was doing the audio. And it's just sad that they let that stuff go. It really is. I don't know what happened, but man, it sucks. Anyway, sorry, I had to go on my soapbox there for a little bit.
Didn't we go around Gasparilla and he dressed as a pirate?
Oh, I don't know. He might have. He might have dressed for the pirate if we went to a Buck game. I don't know. I'm sure he did. He would do. He was really involved.
Yeah.
That guy. I don't even know if he's working there anymore. I mean, he's doing karaoke. I'm not sure if it's the same guy, but anyway, that was just the food was amazing. You're right. It has gone down. It has. But again, they're not pulling in the same volume anymore. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I know that location is hurting them. That location's like, it's all the way in the back.
I will say that usually when we walk in there, the bar's packed. Outside bar.
Yeah.
The patio bar.
Yeah, they usually have the people out there outside, which I can't understand the heat. You want to fucking be out here, you go right ahead. I'm going in where the AC is. And I'm going to sit there at that bar, if anything else, or I'll, if we're together, we'll sit at a table.
I think the patio bar draws a lot of locals. I think they have a lot of regulars.
But they need to fill that fucking dining room.
Seems like a biker crowd.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, there was a little bit of a biker feel to it on certain days over at the old place. Because they had 3 areas. So this one kind of does too. They have the main dining room, then they have a room where they do the karaoke, can also be rented out for like a party.
Yeah.
And then they have the outside bar. The old location had everything indoors. There was no outdoors. There was no, so they had the inside.
The patio bar has like pool tables and stuff too.
Yes, well, that's their only pool table
Yeah.
and some games. But the old location had this huge dining room where karaoke would take place. All the big screens were there, whatever, they're bigger. Well, actually they're smaller now, but all the big screens would take place. That's where the karaoke would take place, or any type of audio that needs to be done takes place. Then you go into the next level, which is actually a step up, and that's where the bar is. You have the bar was up there, and then you had like small little booth tables or tabletops, I think 4 or 5 of them along the side where you could sit there as well. And then you go in a step down to the next level, and that's where you had a couple of pool tables. You had a couple of games. You had the Golden Tee. You had some pinball games. Occasionally there was a race car game there, but and then there was also a bar on that side too. So the bar that was in that middle was serving both ends. It was just laid out great. It was packed. It was, it really was. It was really awesome. But I'm wondering if maybe COVID had a factor with that too.
Well, no, because we went before COVID and there was never anybody in that place.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, you're right. It's a shame. I'm gonna have to check out the other one over down the road. I'm gonna check that one, and I wonder if that one is actually more inclined, because they're in a plaza. They're not in their standalone, and they're right on the main strip, the main road. So you could see it from the main road. This one here is tucked behind a doctor's office in another plaza. It's like, oh yeah, it's over there. Oh, I see it. Okay, make the turn, or if you miss the turn, you're gonna whatever. But it's just there's not really a big big sign that says, "Hey, Muggs is over here." No, it doesn't work that way. But yeah, I miss that place. I really do. The whole place. All right, so let's go ahead and move it along. Up there in Hernando County, which is part of the Tampa Bay area, apparently somebody did not like Subway, or did not like the people at Subway. There was a brawl that started in a Subway in Spring Hill on Thursday. It ended up with a man in critical condition and another one behind bars. What could have possibly? Did they not put enough tuna on your sandwich? The fuck?
They left off
the lettuce,
the sweet onion sauce.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm with them on that. That's a good excuse. You leave off the sweet onion sauce, I kick your sweet ass into the onion sauce. The Hernando County Sheriff's Office said the two men got into a physical altercation inside the Subway right there on Spring Hill Drive about 4 p.m. Thursday. An employee called 911, but the men left the store before deputies could arrive. Authorities searched the area, but were unable to locate the men until a few hours later, when the relative found him and called 911. Deputies said the man was unable to speak or stand on his own, and it appeared he was severely beaten. The victim was driven to a local hospital and transported into an area trauma center in critical condition. Authorities said surveillance video showed the men enter the store around the same time and have a brief conversation. When the victim tried to leave, the other man started pushing him and blocked the front door to the business. The men started fighting and went outside. The victim pulled out a canister of pepper spray and sprayed the suspect into the face, according to deputies. Deputies said the suspect could be seen lifting the victim in the air and slamming him into the concrete pavement. He then used his foot to stomp on the victim's head several times, according to deputies. Ow.
So this was
I don't know what it is.
It wasn't anything to do with Subway. They just happened to be at Subway when they happened.
I guess so. Apparently, the sweet onion sauce still stays intact. The arrest report said witnesses told detectives the victim was attempting to get away from the suspect during the physical altercation. Authorities said they were able to identify the suspect as Roland Blackwood, who was 26. Blackwood told deputies the victim owed him money. He admitted to slamming him into the ground after he got pepper sprayed. Blackwood was arrested and charged with aggravated battery, causing bodily harm or disability. He was booked into a Hernando County jail where he's being held for only a $10,000 bond. Wow, that's a lot. It's not actually. It's quite little compared to some bonds. I mean, you go ahead and you're causing somebody to smash their skull, and you put him in critical condition. And you mean tell me you're only going to give him a $10,000 bond? He'll be out later on that afternoon. Come on. I mean, it's just owed him money, and you're going to try and beat him up.
How much money did he owe him?
Probably $10. Oh, I'm sure it was probably a considerable amount. But just the fact, at least he admitted it. So, he's not going to go ahead and say, "No, I didn't do it." Oh, yeah, you did. We have an arrest report saying you did. So you go ahead and, get 3 to 5, and you'll be out in 6 months. And you can go back and beat him up again. I just keep thinking that one scene in Casino where the little, I can't remember his name. Anyway, there's a little gangster, Joe Pesci. He goes ahead and talks to this one banker who apparently is a crook. And apparently he went ahead and screwed Joe Pesci out of some money, which is the wrong fucking thing to do. And it's like, said, I'm going to do bright and early tomorrow morning. If you don't have my money, I'm going to go ahead and crack open your head. And you know what? When I get out of jail, which is probably when you get out of your coma, I'll just crack your fucking head again because I'm stupid like that. I don't care about prison. Probably the same guy. It's like, you know what? I don't care. I did it. Book me. And then when I get out, coming after your ass again. That's just the crazy mentality of the whole thing. Like, you go ahead and tell. Wow. Again, I'm kind of curious to how much money the guy actually owed him. How much money is it that you have to go ahead and stomp his head to the point of paralysis almost? Put him in critical condition. Really? Is it worth going ahead and spending in jail? Because you're going to find out. You're currently find out. Authorities said also the investigation is ongoing or was ongoing. Oh, God. So listen, you ever go to Subway, make sure you don't owe anybody money. Okay? Maybe you may want to take your order like Firehouse or something like that. Or maybe even go to Wings and Rings. Or if you don't have a Wings and Ring, Buffalo Wild Wings. There you go. I mean, their wings are puny, but anyway. I don't think there's anything to fight over.
A lot of people like their sauce, though.
Yes, I agree. Some of the sauces are interesting. I just never got around to it. I really don't. Okay, this one was actually for last week. We never got around to it. But in Arkansas, there's a town called Menifee, Menifee. In Arkansas, they face an unusual problem. And I think it's very, very wrong to go ahead and make this public because they're going to have an issue. According to police officers in Menifee, Arkansas, they are no longer allowed to issue speeding tickets.
What?
No longer allowed to issue speeding tickets.
Why?
I don't know. Well, here it is. The year-long ban was prompted by an audit that revealed nearly half of the town's revenue came from traffic violations in 2020, which violates an Arkansas law. There's a law that violates how much money you can take from speeding tickets?
If the people are speeding, then
yeah. You need to put your cars in better position so people can slow the fuck down. But now that this is out, because it's a year-long ban, people are going to see 45. People are going to go ahead and see 25 and think 52. It's just wow. Tom Tatum, who is the 15th district's prosecuting attorney, said in an interview, says clearly they were writing substantially more tickets than other communities that were similarly sized. Located about 45 minutes northwest of Little Rock, Menifee has a population around 300. Yet it collected $120,000 in fines in 2020. 300 people, $120,000 in fines. They could retire. Yeah. Man, you're milking these people for everything they got, don't you?
The thing is, though, no, they can't give you a ticket, but they can still pull you over.
So? Hey, officer, what are you going to do? You were speeding. Yeah, so? Just slow down next time. Take care. All right, bye. All right. Hello, sir, do you know I pulled you over? Well, I know it ain't because of speeding, because you ain't allowed to give me a ticket. Well, actually, sir, it is because you were speeding. You were going 105 into 25. Well, okay. But I'll try to slow down next time. Okay, make sure you do that. Make sure you buckle your seatbelt. Because if you didn't have your seatbelt on, I would have probably busted you because we're not allowed to do speeding tickets anymore. Yes, officer. Thank you very much. Can I go now? I'm kind of late for my beer run. Okay. You have a nice day. All right. Bye-bye. I mean, seriously, what are they going to do? They can't write it. They can't write you a ticket anymore. Arkansas states no more than 30% of a city's revenue can come from traffic citations. Menifee total stands nearly 20% over the threshold. Officers will not be allowed to issue tickets for traffic violations until next August. And
traffic violations. So that's running a stop sign, running a red light, anything.
It is going to be chaos over there.
Don't go driving around there.
No, don't. They're gonna start holding drag races. They're gonna go ahead and start filming Fast and the Furious over there. Officers, and city officials disagree on who deserves the blame. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares who deserves the blame? Everybody's gonna get away with murder. They're gonna get away. No, not murder, but I mean, unless they shoot somebody from a car.
Well, that's not a traffic violation, though. That's still homicide.
Okay. Yeah. And they don't issue tickets for that. They kind of shoot you down for that. But I'm curious now that this story has gone public. Everybody's like saying, 11 months. I can go as fast as I want. They pull me over. I look them in the eye and say, so? You know what I think they're going to try to do is they're going to try to entice them to go ahead and say something belligerent. And it's like, all right, we're taking you in. That might be the only thing I think about.
Or they don't pull over and then they get them for resisting arrest.
So the television station that put this report out, they said they examined a log of tickets that were issued by the police department between January 1st and August 24th of this year. January 1st of 2018 to August 24th of 2022. They found 771 were given by one officer. In comparison, the second place on the list was an officer who issued 263 during that same time frame.
Damn.
Yeah. So somebody wanted to go ahead and meet their quota early. Looking through the town's records also revealed officers didn't issue a single warning in 4 years.
Oh, okay. So they didn't.
They were some assholes up there.
Yeah.
So you know something? That's on them.
If you got pulled over, you weren't getting a warning. You were just getting a ticket.
You were getting fucked with no lube. Here's the ticket. Okay, this is just a warning, right? Because I didn't have it. Nope, we don't give a fuck. You're going to pay this ticket. And if you don't, we know where you live because there's only a fucking 300 people in this town. We'll find you. There's only 300 people. And I'm sure there's at least probably 10 or 20% that don't drive. So we will definitely find you. We'll find you and we'll lock you up for not paying the ticket. Yes, my baby is sleepy. She didn't sleep well last night.
Sorry.
When we are not boring her, I can promise you that. And even if I was, she'd tell me about it anyway, after the show. So we'll find out later. But we are going to take a break. We should have some good news.
I'm really tired. Yeah, I've got good news.
We got good news.
I guess.
It is going to be a amped up good news. We're going to have. I'm going to get her some Red Bull, and she's going to fly around and have
Red
smoke.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yep, they're going to fly around, and it's just going to be great.
I don't know how much Cobra Kai I'm going to make it through.
You're not going to probably make it to one episode. I can already see. I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow.
Just go ahead and watch it without me.
No, you don't care about it anyway, really.
I'll catch up eventually.
Yeah, catch up eventually. I'm gonna go ahead and roll over. Rover.
Will you leave me alone? Picking on me when I didn't get enough sleep.
Don't go anywhere. We got good news coming up right after this. To stay where you are.
The weekend is almost here. The good news with Alyssa is next. Stay tuned.
up with this and this and this and this. And all you ever wanted was to share your time. Never thought that I would be the one to find. Just a bit. Then I'll quit. I think I've had enough of this. You're on the internet for the taste, the taste, the taste, the taste. Let it go to waste, 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 waste. Only ever wanted fun, little fun. I bet you never thought that this could be the one. And you give an inch when you're in a pinch. Quit being such a little bitch. You're on the internet for the taste, the taste, the taste, the taste. Let it go to waste, 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 waste. Only ever wanted fun, little fun. I bet you never thought that this could be the one. Never thought that I could reach inside your mind. Never thought that I could be the one. Just a little better, 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 better. Right, a little better, better, better. On the way to Santa's hand, I'm gonna crawl. Always the only way I'm not alone. Dear penis, I don't think I like you anymore. You used to watch me shave. All you do is stare at the floor. Oh, dear penis, I don't like you anymore. It used to be you and me, a paper towel in a dirty magazine. That's all we needed to get by. Now it seems things have changed. I think you're the one to blame, dear penis. I don't like you anymore. He sings, dear Rodney, I don't think I like you anymore. When you get to drinking, you put me places I've never been before, dear Rodney. I don't like you anymore. Why can't we just get a grip on our man-to-hand relationship? Come to terms with truly how we feel. If we put our heads together, we just stay home forever, dear penis. I think I like you after all. Oh, and Rodney, while you're shaving, shave my ball. Thank you very much for coming out.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Search The Charles Richardson Show.
Time to go ahead and bring it on in with some good news. Let's go ahead and cue that music. Get Alyssa on full screen because she loves it. Loves that attention.
Oh, yeah.
It's good news with Alyssa.
A young widow accepts a marriage proposal after a year of heartbreak and loss. Christina Nazir's husband died of COVID 1 week after she learned she was pregnant. She did not know how to move forward, and then she met Andre Reed. If you asked Christina Nazir, 31, a year ago what her life might look like today, happiness and wedding bells were not in her plans. On July 25th, Andre Reed felt jittery as he led a blindfolded Nazir to a boat in Long Beach, California. His friends had decorated the boat, and she thought they were going to celebrate a friend's birthday on board. But as his breath became heavier because of his nervousness, he asked her for her hand in marriage, and she said yes. Stunned, Nazir couldn't believe she was going to be a fiancé again after months of heartbreak and grief. In March of 2021, the young widow had just given birth to her daughter, Shiloh, while still grieving the loss of her husband and her father, who had both died from complications of COVID-19 in 2020. Those losses followed a 5-year battle with infertility. In a TikTok video that went viral, Nazir shared her experience being a widow at a young age to help other young widows struggling with grief. The video garnered nearly 2 million likes and was viewed more than 9 million times. Nazir didn't know how to continue her life after experiencing so much loss, but everything changed after she met Reed. Although Reed, 30, knew Nazir was struggling with ongoing grief and the challenges of raising a baby, he said she was worth it. I started to really recognize her personality and started seeing some gifts in her shine through. Despite the trauma she was going through, her resilience was really showing me a lot about her. Their love story started right before Shiloh was born. Once the two went from acquaintances to close friends, Nazir became interested in Reed, but struggled with the thought of moving on. She sent a voice note like praying, Nazir said, or he sent me a voice note like praying, Nazir said, and so it just turned into a weekly thing. And I'm just like, he's really praying consistently for me and Shiloh, and that's pretty much what opened the door. Nazir said that initially it was hard for her to let Reed into her life and accept that it was okay to move on. The day before I had Shiloh, I was like, I think I'm going to allow him to be more involved. She said, but you have guilt and shame attached to it as a young widow. Anyway, this is a really long story, and I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. But
so she's getting married again, and
wedding bells are ringing
after
a long time.
Lost a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's good then.
Short time.
Kind of keeps it in line, right? Went through a tragedy, but you know what? It's getting picked up on the back end.
Yep.
So groovy. We always like those good news stories. Make sure you go ahead and follow the show right there on Facebook and YouTube. We have our own YouTube channel. Just go ahead and search either one, the Facebook show page or the YouTube channel. Just search The Charles Richardson Show or Charles Richardson Show, or maybe just Charles Richardson may work. I don't know. But go ahead and like the show page on Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's no cost to do so. And share it with your friends and family. If you enjoy the show, we would like others to enjoy it as well. And that basically wraps things up for me. And it is Cobra Kai time. At least as hopefully we can get through one. I mean, I got right now. It looks like you're ready to just pass out. But once we go in bed, you're not sleeping anytime soon.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Anyway, we will talk to you on Moon Day right here on the Charles Richardson radio program. Thanks again for listening, and we'll catch you later on the flip side of the weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe, and go Patriots!
Fly too high, get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently.